Welcome back to Facing the Mirror. I'm Christina, and if no one's told you today, I'm proud of you for showing up. Today's episode is personal, direct, soul deep, and we're talking about how you speak to yourself and how that voice becomes a deciding factor in your healing after narcissistic abuse. You survived the storm, but now it's time to clean up what the storm left behind. And a lot of that, it's in your head, your heart, your voice. So if you're multitasking, I invite you to slow down. Pause if you need to. Come back to this when you can sit with it. This isn't just an episode, it's an invitation to reclaim your narrative. Let's start where healing always begins, with the mirror. Narcissistic abuse doesn't end when the relationship ends. It lingers in the way you think, speak, and question yourself. You may have left the narcissist, but have you left their voice behind? You're too sensitive. You're imagining things. You'll never find anyone better. You made me do that. You're hard to love. Let's pause here. Take a breath. Which of those phrases have you heard before? Now, ask yourself, have I ever repeated those to myself? If so, you're not alone. That's not your voice. That's conditioning. I want you to do something brave right now. Find a mirror or visualize your reflection if you can't. Look at yourself, not to judge, not to criticize, but to witness. You're looking at someone who survived gaslighting, manipulation, betrayal, abandonment, and you're still here. But survival has a cost. And one of the most dangerous leftovers is the way that you now speak to yourself. It's subtle sometimes, but you're saying things like, I'm so stupid. Why do I always do this? No one would want this version of me. But words matter. What you say becomes what you believe. And what you believe becomes how you treat yourself and what you tolerate from others. Write this down or say it out loud. I may not believe this fully yet, but I am choosing to speak to myself with compassion because I deserve to feel safe inside my own mind. Say it again and again until it doesn't feel foreign and until it starts to feel like yours. Reframing isn't pretending something didn't hurt. It's about taking back the pen and rewriting what the pain means. Let's try a few together. I'll say the old belief, you'll pause, and then I'll offer reframe. I was so stupid to stay. I stayed because I wanted love. I was loyal, and now I'm learning what real love should feel like. I'm too broken. I'm just too broken to start over. I'm not broken. I'm in the process of rebuilding, and that takes strength and not shame. I'll never be the same again. Exactly. I'm becoming wiser, braver, and more aware. That's not loss, that's evolution. They made me crazy. They manipulated reality. My reactions were human. My healing is proof I'm not what they said I was. Now it's your turn. Pick one of the following things you've been repeating to yourself lately. Write it down. Now reframe it using the sentence structure. That was a trauma response. It's not my truth anymore. Say it out loud and reclaim it. Here's something most people never teach us after abuse. You have to learn how to speak again, not to others, but to yourself. The voice in your head must become your safe space. Because when the world gaslights you, your inner voice must ground you. So how do you build that voice? Well, first step is interrupt the critic. When you hear that old voice say, you're not enough, pause. Literally say, that's not my voice, that's programming. Step 2, speak to yourself like someone you protect. Would you tell a child they were too broken to be loved? Then don't say that to yourself either. Step 3, make mirror work a ritual. Once a week or daily if you're really ready, but look at yourself and say, you didn't deserve what happened, but you do deserve to heal. You are not behind. You are right on time. You are more than what you were taught to believe. Let it feel awkward. Healing always does. Let's end with this though. When you leave the narcissistic relationship, you didn't just leave a person. You left a system of control. And every time you speak truth over the lies they planted, every time you look in the mirror and refuse to shrink, every time you replace shame with self-compassion, you're taking your voice back. Not just your speaking voice, but your inner voice. Your knowing, your power. This week, I invite you to do one thing. Choose an old belief, reframe it, and repeat that reframe until it feels like your new truth. And if you need support, join me in Anchored Connections or in my weekly shadow work room on Zoom. This work isn't meant to be done alone. We heal in reflection, but we also heal in community. You're not too much. You're not too late. You are exactly who you need to be for right now. And I'll be here with you every step of the way. Until next time, keep facing the mirror. The truth is already looking back at you.